Good morning. It is Wednesday and I'm here at the park. I'm just gonna write down some thoughts. I am currently working on writing a few poems for my upcoming book, so hopefully that will work out. So it is Wednesday and I'm writing poems. I'm trying to work on tasks for potential poetry book. We're trying to be out of the house and be in a quiet space to clear my head, and hopefully I get to write maybe 5 poems in the next hour and trying to churn.
How many patients?
So I have completed one so far in the past maybe 10 minutes, and I'm on to the next one. I have finally completed 5 poems, which I have set out to do in the past hour or half an hour or so, and I moved from the park to the library. But I'm really proud of myself that I got to be a bit more productive today. And by the way, sorry if I'm like whispering, I'm in the library. So just a bit of context on why I'm writing these poems is because I am aiming to potentially publish a book in the near future, a collection of poetries that I've collected based on my upbringing. The themes within it is love, childhood, work, growth, and the challenges that come with it. And I just wanted to reflect on the things that I wish I did and didn't, and the things that I wish I said to myself and wish I didn't say to myself. This is like a little piece of me that I wanted to share and say out loud, and I hope it resonates with other people. I believe there are others in the same boat as I am. And yeah, I live pretty close to the library, which makes it really convenient for me to just work outside of home for a little bit. I'll see you soon. I'm just gonna go walk up the stairs to where my apartment is. Alright, so hi. Finally back at home. I'll just take you here. So just for context, recently I just moved companies and started my new role in this company. And one of the reasons why I moved from my last one was because I had to work 5 days in office, which was quite inconvenient for me, and it got a little bit more stressful. The environment wasn't really accommodating work-life balance, and I value that a lot. So I decided to move to this new company, which I'm really grateful for being able to work hybrid. I am currently in my 2nd or 3rd month. What I really like about this company is that they invest a lot in their employees and their new hires. I haven't really heard much news of them doing redundancies or mass layoffs. Hopefully nothing anytime soon, but obviously no jobs are secure. The past 3 months within this company, I'm really grateful for a lot of trainings, getting to understand the culture, the role, the people that I work with, the business. And the reason why I said I'm really grateful was because I have been fortunate enough in this company to first achieve my goal to be able to work hybrid. So I'm able to work from home, I'm able to come to the office and work there as well. And secondly, within just a month, I think about 2 months into my role, so about last month, all of the new hires were flown out to Singapore to meet with everyone within the Asia Pacific region, to meet with each other, network, understand how this company does business in the APAC region. But it doesn't end there. I am currently in another intensive training for about 4 to 5 weeks, and I think that's a lot of investment that they provide to their employees and their new hires. So now I'm just working from home, being able to talk, just be a bit more flexible with what I do with my time. Decided today that I wanted to step out of my home and just take a breather, do some reflection, do some writing, do some journaling outside. So where I live is quite convenient, where there's a lot of parks nearby and there's a lot of cafes. The weather's good. It's just really lively and convenient, and I love that. One of the goals that I want to try out and venture out the next few months is to be able to write poems. I've been writing poems ever since I was maybe 7 years old. I'm passionate about writing. I just haven't been able to do that the past few years. Of course, just because of growing up, working multiple jobs, surviving in Sydney, it's not easy. And so it's kind of just been put on a back burner. These days, not many people write poems anymore, and it's just been died down. And I want to explore that again, trying to find the spark to read poems, just understand and appreciate the little moments of life. The past few months, I've been able to reflect a lot, a slight change of angle. So whilst I was writing my poems today, I came across my 2025 reflections and the goals I've set out for this year. And I have my trusty journal book right here, which is Henry Matisse. I got it from Art Gallery of New South Wales. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful cover. And I love Henry Matisse. I've been into his art for a while. I did visual arts in year 12. Anyway, besides the point, I was just looking through my year's resolutions, goals to achieve or change, aspirations and things like that. So I had a number of them. So I just broke it down to 5 different aspects. So first is family, second is money, third is body, fourth is life, and fifth is career and personal growth. And I broke it down to a lot of, sections within those themes. And I wanted to achieve at least one thing within those areas. When I had a reflection, I went through all of the things that I set out earlier on this year. When I look back, it's so crazy to me that now in October of 2025, I've been able to achieve some of these goals. These goals are not small goals, in my opinion. I've set out earlier this year to buy a house, and I did. That's crazy. I never thought I would have been able to do that with my own money, with no help from my parents. So that's the first milestone that I was being able to look back and wow, I actually achieved it. And I was able to meet my mom. My mom lives in South Australia, so she's pretty far from me. And I've been able to visit her earlier on in Q2 this year, so around April or March. That was part of my family goal, to be able to see her, spend some time with her, and I'm glad that I was able to do that. Financially, as I mentioned, I've been able to buy my house, which is not an easy feat. I've been able to save a number of money for the down payment of the home, which is really great. I'm so proud of myself. And health and fitness, I've been walking at least 10,000 steps a day, more recently 20,000 steps. It's just a number, but I just wanted to have some sort of a goal that I can work towards on my daily life. So I've been hitting my exercise or activity goal for that as well. Venture, earlier on this year, I've set out to explore Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau. And I also got to achieve that. I explored Hong Kong and Taiwan and Macau, I think around March as well of this year. It was so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful. That was my first time going to these 3 countries, and realized that traveling is such a passion for me, and time and money allows, I'll absolutely travel the world even more. Set out to skydiving experience by the end of the year, so it's kind of the end, but it's not over yet, so I'll be able to book that in. Hopefully, keep me accountable. And lastly, career and personal growth. This is the biggest, so crazy to me. I set out secure a new job. In my previous role, it was a great job in a great company, in a big Fortune 500 company. A lot of people want to work there, and I think the lessons that I learned and the experiences that I gained from that company, it's like insurmountable. Don't get me wrong, but I think when you don't feel valued in a company or just as an individual, I think it's not worth investing your time. So one of my biggest priorities of this year was to secure a new role with a higher base pay, which I shouldn't have done. I should probably stick to a bit more realistic kind of goal and more achievable goals. But career and personal growth was one of the areas that I really wanted to. I hoped that I achieved. I was able to do that. I secured a new role in a also equally great company. Wish list, or in my action or in my resolution, I aimed for about maybe like 10-15% increase, and I thought that was kind of crazy. But I realized I should have never tied my worth with the amount of money. Any amounts of money will not amount to how great you are and what you can bring to the table. And so at this reflection, and I'm so happy to be being able to read through on what I have set out for myself this 2025, and it's towards the end. And I don't want to keep rambling, but what I'm just trying to say is that I grew up with such a scarcity mindset where you'll never be enough. You always have to work hard. You always have to achieve great things. You always have to be on to the next thing. And it's not realistic. I think in this new day and age, there's always competition everywhere. People doing bigger and better things. But we fail to reflect on the things that we have achieved and what we have today. Even if you have not achieved anything, we've done really well to kind of survive through it all, because it's not an easy time to live, era. And yeah, so I think it's a really great time for us to just explore the deepest parts of ourselves, explore why do we think the way we think, why do we want the things that we want. Again, it's crazy. Anyway, thanks for listening to me, and I'm gonna have some lunch. So I'm currently in my kitchen, and generally every Sunday I meal prep for the rest of the week. So I've just this pre-made meal that I cooked myself, and the chicken I got from Coles because it's easy and you just kind of every meal. And now I'm just gonna heat this up. Always lid open when you're heating it up at 100, and let's do this for 100, and then let's do it for maybe 120, 30 maybe. Yeah, awesome. I have a lot of trainings that I need to do today, so I wouldn't be able to talk to you again, but I will see you next time. Talk to you then. Bye.